Hello, everyone. I'm so incredibly sorry that I cannot be there with you in person today to celebrate Brenda's life. I hate to have to miss this, but please know that my heart is in the room with all of you and with Joel and Jake and Lorinda. Lorinda, I am so deeply honored that you asked me to say a few words about a woman who meant the world to our industry and to me. 37 years ago, when I first started out with David's Western Store here in Decatur, long before it evolved into NRS, I kept hearing stories about this legendary woman named Brenda. It was the late 80s, and supposedly she was traveling from rodeo to rodeo in a van, giving away a new kind of women's jeans for cowgirls. Those jeans became the hottest thing in the market, but Brenda was just getting started. She went on to help launch a complete line of men's clothing called Cinch. That move completely changed the course of the Western wear industry. Brenda helped prove to the world that there were better options out there for cowboys and cowgirls and the stores that sold them. There was no one like Brenda when it came to knowing how to build a brand. But Brenda didn't just work in the Western industry, she lived it. She was a real cowgirl. Brenda loved the sport of team roping, as did I. I was fortunate enough to be competing right alongside her in arenas all across North Texas during those magical early days when the sport was exploding across the country. Whenever I think of Brenda, the first image that pops in my head is her on horseback in the arena, at a team roping, or in my booth at a trade show, being the happiest person in the room with the biggest personality and an infectious smile. She knew absolutely everyone. She had this massive, radiant smile and the most outgoing personality. She was truly one of those rare people who you simply couldn't have a bad day around, even when she was working you harder than you had ever worked before. What I appreciated most about Brenda was her pure passion. She was obsessed with creating an excellent product that truly benefited the cowboys and cowgirls who wore it, and helping the hundreds of dealers across the country become better merchants by following her advice. Or maybe I should say that just did exactly what she said you should do. She demanded it. It didn't matter if you owned the company or not. She would tell you straight up what you were going to do, and I loved her for that. Year after year, we stood shoulder to shoulder, working together at all the major trade shows, at the U.S. Finals, the NFR, the National High School Finals Rodeo, and many others. She was without a doubt the hardest working person and woman I have ever known, and she instilled that drive in everyone around her. You could always count on Brenda. Whatever brand she was representing, it was going to dominate. But Brenda's greatest legacy isn't the clothes or the companies that made them. It was the effect she had on everyone that her life touched. Brenda passionately poured her life into young women in our industry. She raised up, trained, and mentored so many amazing young women to do what she did. Many of those very women are the leading executives and forces in the Western industry today. For me personally, as the owner of NRS, Brenda made the young women who worked for me truly believe that what they were doing was important. She taught them that our customer was the most important, and that taking the time to understand them and to fit them was worth the hard work and the effort. She loved and encouraged them like a mother would, and taught them how to be leaders themselves, how to be confident in their choices, and she made them believe that there was nothing that they couldn't accomplish. I know we all miss her, but Brenda's impact is permanent. Her passion, her work ethic, and love for the Western lifestyle will continue to influence our industry for decades because of the way that she poured into each one of us. We will deeply miss her sharp mind, her bigger-than-life personality, and that beautiful, infectious smile. Joel, Jake, and Lorinda, thank you for sharing her with us. And thank you, Brenda, for a lifetime of joy, friendship, and partnership. I will never forget you. Rest in peace, my friend.